What is CRM about? Okay, so before I give it to Puneet, I'll just give a brief about that. You guys can let me know what you know about CRM. Yeah, you guys can speak or you can also put a chat. What is CRM or what you know about CRM?
Customer relation management.
Yes, right. Customer relationship management. And what is the need for that? Why do we need to go for CRM? If
In,
anybody can explain.
Yes,
in
in
order
business.
to interact with the customers, so that is the main purpose of going for CRM.
Yes, true. It is one basic point where the name itself says that it is a customer. It is everything is customer centric. Probably, can anyone give one example of where the CRM application is needed in your
For
real time
example,
experience?
For example, if a customer is going for a mobile shop and he is going to give his mobile to his service, so he will be giving his mobile on the first day, and on the 10th day he will be getting the call from the owner of the shop that his mobile is ready. But in order for the customer to track the status of the mobile, in what status it is on each and every day, the customer needs to be provided with an update on the status of his mobile. What is the condition, when it will be getting repaired, what is the spare part needs to be replaced.
Exactly.
So everything will be
Yes.
intimated to the customer through SMS format. So that is the main purpose of going for the Salesforce, in
Yeah,
order to have
Gopi.
a
Yes.
long-term interaction
Thank
with
you
the
for that.
customer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was well explained. That is one of the examples of where the CRM is needed to give in detail. Everything is customer centric. So when you want to make customer happy, instead of concentrating on product, instead of concentrating on what is your income, when you concentrate on a customer, everything will get automatically patched in. So that is where everything is customer centric. When the industry thought that we have to deal about customer as a center point and everything should go around customer, that is where the CRM came into picture. So here the example what Gopi gave is all about giving the service for the mobile. That is one good example where how it will deal is, so what are all the benefits which we get when we are going for a CRM for that is, say for example now Gopi is giving a mobile for service. So tomorrow when again Gopi comes in for giving a service, we will get to know that okay, this particular person is coming for service again and again. We have to give some kind of loyalty to the customer. So how will we track that? So everything should be customer centric, which we talked about. So when we click on Gopi as a contact or as a customer for us. So when you come for a CRM, it is a customer. So when we click on a Gopi, everything will be coming under his name. How many mobiles he has got, how many times he has come for service, how many services we have done for him, what all the amount which he has paid. So from the customer point of view, we'll have to give him some kind of loyalty or we will give him some kind of like additional offers so that he will be retained to us. So this is one basic reason where we go for where industry comes in for the CRM. Yep. Thanks, Gopi, for that. And anybody else, any other real time scenarios for where you have seen where the CRM is needed? Anybody else other than Gopi?
Yes,
You can
ma'am.
say your name. Yeah.
Recently, there is a SBI Yono app kind of thing. So without going to the bank, our details will be known, and debit and credit
Sorry,
details.
come again. I am lost. What is that?
It is SBI Yono app kind of thing. SBI Yono app.
Okay.
So without going to the bank, we can know the details, and that may be account balance or
It's like
anything.
online bank.
Okay. Online banking will not be right directly into CRM. It involves ERP as well, enterprise resource details as well. It will involve customer also. Um, Maybe some other better example of CRM.
Yeah, the thing is, in banking, we can say if you are lost a card, then you will be calling to a customer care. Then they will be following up. There are marketing people, they will be contacting you for creating for opening an account. They'll be converted you as a lead, and then they'll be creating an account, and then they will be following up with you. These are the things that banking setup they'll be using CRM. They'll be having interaction with the customers. They want to satisfy the customer needs, their queries. Any cases is there, then we can register to them. We can get solved from them. These are the way we'll be interacting with the bank, for example.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So any other example
Ma'am,
you
next
guys
month
have?
is it where is my train app kind of thing? Where is my train? So we know the status of the train and which stations it is going and through like that.
Um, to be more precise, it should. I mean, my query is on customer centric. I mean, where does customer comes in there?
Amazon and
Yeah,
service.
ma'am, is it like
Another,
used in Big Bazaar,
Real
like
estate
in Big
business.
Bazaar Spencers?
Salesforce is one of the CRM where
yeah, Salesforce is a
you-
CRM. That is why we are here in. I mean, any real time experience or real time scenarios. I want like how Gopi explained. I still did not get any real
For a
time.
banking, we have an CRM. Like it's
Banking
called
anyway, it was
YMO.
explained already by Anand. Other than
Okay,
that,
then
anything else?
yeah, the
You
CRM
guys?
com
can be used in a car dealership program, like to check the car
Yes.
delivery or
Yes, that is a very perfect example of a CRM need. Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
yes, we
Yeah.
can check the queries completed or not, or what is the
Yes, this
status
is
of
where
that
the CRM
query.
deals with, where everything is customer centric. With the previous examples, whatever you said, they are not completely customer centric. Where you can query for where your train is. You don't need to be. See, it is not necessarily that it should be Annapurni only who has to query. Whereas anybody can do that query, and not necessarily that they should respond. They should have my data in. All they need is okay. It is about the train details. It is not about the customer details. Whereas what's your name? Who explained this?
Gauri, Gauri,
Gauri
Gauri
Shinde.
Shinde.
Yeah, hi Gauri. Yeah. What she said now is it is all about the car dealership. This is one perfect example where what will happen is, say, I'm owning a car, I'm giving it for service, I'm doing some, say, I'm buying a car tomorrow and I'm having a free service also. And tomorrow I'll be giving my service again, one more for car. It can go under repair. So I can buy something, I can do some oil buying and all those things. So all those things can be captured. Everything is customer centric. Everything is my, when Gauri is buying the car, everything deals with her because we are getting the money from Gauri. Gauri is owning the car. She is coming for service and all those things. So all those things, if they're capturing is as a part of CRM, everything comes under Gauri. So everything they can deal with, kind of like here also it deals with like what can be given as a warranty to her, what can be given further to her. So all those things. So these are all the examples, real time examples of what we have seen in our real life, which can be linked with Salesforce. I mean, for any CRM, not only Salesforce, it can be any CRM. So in Salesforce is also one of the CRM packaged application, so which is coming inbuilt. So just I gave a brief about on what CRM is all about. So probably in detail, Puneet from Demand Blue will be giving you a background of what CRM is all about. Yes, Puneet, over to you.
Thank you, Anpurni, and thank you, Anand, for this initiative. First of all, I welcome everyone here for this Salesforce Career Development Program, Day One. Nothing better than this day to start your learning journey on the Vasant Panchami, guys. Happy Vasant Panchami to everyone here, and no better day to start your learning and career journey in Salesforce than this day. So before we get started, the purpose of this session is to have a true learning induced in the mind. There is a saying that goes like this, the vidya vichari ta parupkari. So it means that we are true learning induces in the mind service to the mankind. So that is the purpose we are all here, and very good initiative on the part of the organizers here. So I welcome everyone on this Salesforce career development program. So before that, in order to get started on this journey with all of you, I would like to share a bit about myself. I am working here as a program manager in Preludes, and have been associated with Salesforce for more than 14 years, holding 9 active certifications in Salesforce, preparing for one now, the next one, and PMP certified, also CSM and CSPO certified. Let me just give you yes, you already mostly know about the CRM platform very well, and we use CRM in our daily lives in various domains that we are into. So usually, it is when you say what is Salesforce. Salesforce is software as a service, and platform as a service, right? SaaS and PaaS. These are the terms that we use it for Salesforce. So, as fairly, Anpurni and people here, everybody said what is CRM. They related to a domain. They related to a business domain. In your daily life, you're using it, right, on a daily basis. So, if you speak about, if you remember the lessons of management, right, the three levels we have in the management. What are those levels? We have got the operational level, the tactical level, and the strategic level, right? So if you relate your management lessons with what is there in the CRM, you would be able to easily understand and understand and relate to what is actually a CRM. CRM gives you a 360-degree view of the customer. Okay. So I mean, there is always a goal, a gray area that any business wants to, work towards it, you know. So when you start, I mean, for a startup, I mean, it varies on the basis of where the business is, whether it's a startup, whether it's a mature company, and whether it's a very successful company. So each of them have their own goals, right? So if you think in terms of these things, a CRM would be better understood and explained. So in order to elevate the understanding before I start on the CRM, I would like to tell you about cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Just want to elevate the understanding on the CRM. So there is a video I want to show before we get started. So let me share the screen with you. You must have all seen this video very well, right? Always. So this is one of my favorite videos over, like, when I start any session or any, uh, you know, um, um, just to enrich, just to elevate the understanding, I start with this one first. So this will gonna give you a basic understanding on what all about is, CRM, and why are we here. So it is a basis for understanding the cloud computing first, and then going for the other topics. So let me just share my screen with you. I believe you must have already seen this video multiple times. So just gonna be a refresher for each one of us. Okay. So let me just play this, and then I'll join back again on continuing on the CRM. Okay. So let's hear this video.
You have big ideas to streamline your business, drive sales through the roof. But to get there, your ideas need business apps. And business apps have always been too expensive, especially in times like these. Behind each one is a world of complexity. They need a data center, office space, power, cooling, bandwidth, networks, servers, and storage, a complicated software stack, and a team of experts to install, configure, and run them. You need development, testing, staging, production, failover environments. When there's a problem,
Puneet, the volume is little low for everybody on the video. Probably can you check your a laptop volume also if it's oh, okay.
Yes, add the link in the chat.
Puneet, is that having some audio? We're not able to hear any audio.
Sir shared one YouTube link, ma'am, a YouTube video link.
Yes, so I would say that, yeah, so if it is the audio issue, I will switch to I'll switch sharing about this. I've already shared the video, okay, in the link. So I will gonna switch to the right. So I'll switch back, about introducing. So let us talk about what is
Anand,
cloud
can you mute
computing.
everybody?
Right.
Bhupati, I guess you guys have to go on mute, Bhupati.
Right. So let me just give you an insight of this video and then talk about CRM. So usually what is cloud computing? Can anybody tell? Let us be interactive, guys. Just, let me know what is cloud computing. Anybody from the audience can answer this. What is cloud computing? If you have already heard of it and have been using it in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, sir. Google
We
Photos.
can say cloud is a kind of Google Drive. I mean, a separate computer where it will be holding a storage area in some other place in like US or Europe or something else. We can try to access our contents. We can store our contents in any server, but we will not be actually able to see the physical location of the server. Just we can access the contents and anywhere through credentials whichever has been registered with us. For example, it's a Google Drive, and for software as service, we can say it's a Facebook. It's a software where everyone can able to access from mobile or laptop or tablet with our just registering with our credentials. So Facebook will be one of the best example for cloud computing software or anything else.
Very well explained. So definitely we are trying to store the process, the data into no longer the days are gone, guys. We don't have physical servers. We are all connected through portability. We are all connected through the power of cloud computing virtually, right? So these servers are located virtually, which are sharing the processes, the business rules, the storage, and the data, so this is the power of cloud computing. So when you start when what is the goal of any business? What is the goal of any business? If you talk in that terms, what is the goal of any business? I mean, there are multiple
Profit.
goals, right? Profit, absolutely. So when you want to increase your revenue, you need to have a system, right? A process in place. So a CRM is the one, a customer relations management tool, which actually helps us to get those processes. Those are, as Annapurni fairly said, Salesforce comes with a packaged functions, packaged requirements, modules that actually helps us to manage those processes. We don't have to think of the problems. The things are already there. We need to just understand the gray areas and start on it. So one of the gray areas, one of the goals is to increase the profit, retain the existing customers, increase the loyalty. So giving a 360-degree view of the customer, right from a prospect till serving the customer on support. When I say a Salesforce comes up with multiple products, right? Salesforce itself is a product, a CRM, customer relations management tool. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, everything revolves around the customer. It is the customer success platform, we call it, right? That is why we call it, because I'll tell you one scenario. Any business is doesn't work in isolation. Do you agree with me or not? Yes, correct. A business doesn't work in isolation.
Yes,
There are
sir.
so many businesses. There are so many functions that we need to have it. I mean, for example, I'll give you, uh, say you have ordered a laptop through Dell.com, right? And the person comes at to your door and delivers it. They show you an iPad and you digitally sign, right? What do? A digitally signature, and you collect the laptop. You are a customer of, you have ordered laptop from Dell.com. You're signing it on this iPad, right? You sign it on the iPad and the signature directly goes into the CRM tool. Did Salesforce build the electronic signature capturing? No. We need to so what there is a what even our experts said have shared this. There is an app exchange marketplace available, in Salesforce, which actually exposes lot of business functions, which integrates well with Salesforce, right? Salesforce doesn't have to build anything from scratch. We have readily available packages which can be integrated with Salesforce, and those can leverage additional business functions, right? Digital signature is one of them, right? Similarly, there are various aspects, right? Uh, you want to understand further insights on your data. Like there is a saying that goes, right? You cannot measure anything which you cannot I mean, there is a saying that goes from Peter Drucker. What is the saying says? This is like something, you cannot measure, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it, right? That is what it says. So Peter Drucker says that. So when every object in Salesforce, like we are talking about, I mean, some object is like a table, right? You must have seen in your traditional uh, databases, we have table. So objects, right? What are objects? Tables, right? Where you capture all the data. So if those are all reportable, if you want to go further, on those, what a understanding the consumer behavior, right? What would they purchase next? You must have seen some shopping carts like Flipkart, Myntra. Whatever you have purchased in the past, they push you, right? They push you further. This is also good for you. You get those mails, right, in your mailbox. This is all understanding the customer, trying to retain them, upselling, right? So this is not something like, this is more insightful about the data, right? So a CRM will revolve around, or the 360-degree view of the customer, right from the sales to the delivery. So it covers the sales aspect and the service aspect. Okay. And even it covers the marketing aspect as well. We have got something called as Experience Cloud in Salesforce, which covers the marketing aspect. And then when we talk about insights on data, we have got Einstein and Discovery, Tableau CRM, right, which covers the Einstein. Okay. So you are talking, I mean, what is each of the departments in the management in the organization have their goals. What is the goal of salespeople? They want to increase the revenue. What is the goal of the service people who are serving the customers? They want to ensure that they are serving to the best of their abilities. 100% customer satisfaction. They should be able to address the customer queries which they have. It is like, the uh, pre-sales and post-sales support, right? So before selling it, you want to get the customer. So you could reach out to the customer through various channels. We have multiple channels now, you know even
Sandeep, can
uh,
you go on mute, Sandeep?
so when you talk about digital experience, right, Salesforce excels into it. We have integration. We have integration with WhatsApp, Facebook, because we want to capture the business from any source, right? Digital Twitter. So I mean, WhatsApp. This is where Salesforce provides you integration. The reason why we have expanded to these areas is because we want to capture the business and as well as serve the customers on these channels, right? So it revolves around, again, I would say, the 360-degree view of the customer. We want to optimize the revenue. We want to increase the profitability. We want to maintain the customer loyalty, improve interaction with the companies. What is a major problem that we have right now in major organization? They have implemented the CRM, but can anybody tell me what is the major problem right now we have in most companies? Even though they have a CRM, but there is a major problem that we all experience in our day-to-day life. What is that? Take
Security.
any example. What is that?
Security, space.
Security. Salesforce covers the security very well. Is a very 100% secure platform, and they usually publish the security, on trust.salesforce.com. There is never a downtime, guys. Security is not one of the problems, though. It is what else? What is the problem on the functional level, guys, that you all face across in your
Data
day-to-day life?
migration, latency,
Data
data migration.
latency, no. Data migration, as in, yeah, data. It's related to data only. Something I've given you the hint, data. Anybody? What is the problem we face?
Tracking the customer. Tracking the
Absolutely.
customers.
Data management.
Very good. Duplication and tracking. Very good, guys. So I tell you an example. You have raised a concern. You have raised a concern with, regarding a customer problem that you have. For example, uh, some bank, right? There are various channels we have. We have email. We have got this, telecalling. You call the toll free number and you get connected, and then you have an email and then WhatsApp. Three different channels I'm talking about here: toll free, email, and the WhatsApp. What happens when you mention about your problem that your card is lost? For example, you want to actually, you actually met with a incident and you have lost your credit card, because of a theft happened, wherever you were traveling, and your wallet got, somebody stole your wallet on the journey. You immediately call the toll free number. Okay. Now, if you are trying to connect on a different channel, suppose you dropped an email and then you said this is like the problem, and the turnaround time is not at all very well usually. So you have to, if you are reaching out on a different channel just to follow up, you will have to say the problem again. Have you faced it or not in your life? The problem is all the channels are not integrated well. The customer message is not passed in a uniform manner. That is the first thing that is lacking in the problem that we are facing. Our information is not. You have to say the problem again on a different channel. You're given a service ID. When you talk about the service ID and say that, hey, can you check the service request number? I raised it on the email, but I haven't gotten a response yet. When you talk, so all the channels are not integrated. All the channels. This is one of the major problems every company is facing. So going with the digital times, as we want experts, so we want to build expertise. If you consider the laying we are laying the foundation for Digital India 2.0 as per the new budget 2022 coming up, right? So we are all here for that purpose. We want to be a part of the Digital India 2.0, right? So India is leading 72%, right? We want to catch the bus and be ahead of times, right? So definitely we want to be into a learning journey which will gonna help us grow and help us grow and be successful there, right? So this is what it is. The problem, as I shared with you, those channels are not integrated. So I believe everybody must have faced this problem in your day-to-day life, right? You will have to say the problem again to them, because our information is not like maintained or passed on to all the channels, right? In real time. So this is like a problem major. All the channels are not integrated, and we will have to say the issue again on a different channel, which is what customer is irritated. Customer gets irritated, and because of the fierce competition we have with the service providers, they might lose the customers, and we want to switch to some other provider which actually hears us, right? So yes, information plus speed, that is very important, Sultana Wahab. That is the thing. Yes, agree with you guys. So this is something we want to reduce the cost, at the same time manage the customer complaints in a very optimal way, which is highly useful to the customers, right? Again, retaining customers is a very very big issue. Out of the the pie, 100%, the pie, when you have like 1%, 2%, it's very difficult to retain. There's so many businesses, alliances, and partners, products available in the market, which actually we lose the customer easily because of the customer service not provided well, right? So even a CRM will recognize your long-term relationships, right? Uh, we have various assets in the organization. We maintain all those assets. So because a customer itself is an asset. So if you are not dealing with all the aspects of the customer very well, moments that matter to a customer the most. Take an example. I was last working with a company called An Academy, right? I'm telling you. And then they were migrating from their old CRM to the new one. These could be the projects you would be working into, in the real time, right? Um, Everybody wants to switch to Salesforce. That is the reason, the organizers of this career program have scheduled a session on this, which will gonna benefit the community a lot, and you will land up, getting into better jobs. So I was in the session since the inception. I was hearing people's, responses that they are not able to get into. So the advice that I would give you is, when you're taking up any call or interview, try to relate your responses to a domain, to a current domain, and that will actually leverage your knowledge. That will gonna speak up about your knowledge that you have. Okay, it is because just the concepts will not gonna land you anywhere. You have to relate to a domain. Even though you have not worked on it, you can talk about your daily things that you have been going through in your daily life, because you can actually relate a CRM with your personal life, also with your personal experience as well with businesses, right? So definitely, so as I said, Salesforce is SaaS, software as a service, and platform as a service. Can anybody tell me why is Salesforce is a software as a service?
It is a software which is already developed, and based on the restrictions and permissions whichever they have given, we can use the software, existing software, and we can customize them and according to the requirements. So according to the customer requirement, we can utilize the existing software and we can change them according to their needs. So that is the main purpose of having the Salesforce as SA, software as service.
Perfect, perfect, Gopi. So this is what is, yes, fairly said, 100% correct. Salesforce is like a packaged application. It has got inbuilt, products, inbuilt uh, ability to connect with various, business tools in App Exchange. So it's a software as a service. Yes, it has got inbuilt Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Experience Cloud, Tableau. You call it, it integrates as well with other applications also. One of the further problems in major organizations is they have data into diverse systems and technologies, right? Salesforce will be able to integrate and uh, there are three tiers of an architecture, you know that, right? What are the three tiers of an architecture? Can anybody tell me? What are the
Back
three
end
tiers
and
of an
middle layer, front layer, and back end layer, front end layer, middle layer, and back end layer.
Correct. So we call it like the user interface layer, that is the UI, the database layer, which is the objects, and then you have the application layer, the business, the rules, the business logic. So uh, so when you speak in terms of
Sir, you are in mute.
We're not able to hear you, Puneet.
I was muted actually by someone. So yeah. So it's a model view controller architecture, that is correct. Somebody said it in the group, very correct. So anything is about, revolves around the three-tier architecture, guys. Even software as a Salesforce follows this. It's a multi-tenant architecture. We have seen in cloud computing what is about multi-tenant. I wanted to show you in that video. So you do not have to, okay, consider a building, consider an apartment where you are staying right now. Okay, if you are staying in an apartment or having an office rented, will you be responsible for the general services? No, the cleaning, the infrastructure will be taken care by the owners of the building. You will have to just be concerned about your own flat, right? You have to so the in the main apartment, in the apartment where you live, you don't have to worry about the cleaning services, because that will be taken care by the uh, by the owners of the building, right? The one who's maintaining that building, right? Similarly, the power, the common light, the common electricity which is in the corridors, you don't have to worry about it, right? Similarly, Salesforce, the power of cloud computing, the Salesforce, the power of cloud computing allows you to launch applications at a very faster pace. Why? Because everything is inbuilt, everything is ready. You just have to plug and play. You have to configure it as per your business domain, which is the, the three tiers of an architecture. You have to understand those, map it to the map it to the business map the business needs into those three tiers, and you can get started in few days rather than waiting for few weeks. Gone are the traditional days, guys, where you will have to wait for longer time to develop and launch. We are all working in the um, agile environment, agile mode, right? So this is how it works. So when you consider yourself on the CRM platform, it is more of a SaaS and a PaaS as well, platform as a service. May I know why it is called platform as a service? Anybody?
It is
Based on
providing a
the
platform where the
Akhil?
client can build. It is
An
providing a platform
application.
where the client can build their own software applications
Own software
on the particular platform.
It's the word with the
Yeah,
F.
it has a it
Yes,
has
the
inbuilt
force,
code editor
Pallavi
also.
Patil,
Yeah.
absolutely correct, Pallavi. It's the force.com platform that gives it called as a PaaS, platform as a service, right? So you can actually build, like as Akhil said, customer applications, widget, that's correct. So you can actually have the sales, support, strategy, marketing, analysis, orders, service, all this into one umbrella called the CRM. Okay, so this is like about a background on CRM. There are different types of there are different steps in the CRM which I want to cover today. Usually what you when you start something, when any company or any product company or a service company, they want to start a new product or a service, what will they gonna do first? What is the first thing they do? May I know? Any
Infrastructure.
infrastructure for this? It's already there. I mean, they want to start something new, assuming that they have the infrastructure, the product is ready, the service is
requirements.
ready. Yes, absolutely. Requirements. So you actually gather the requirements on how will the product be successful. So what you will gonna create the brand awareness, right? You will generate the brand awareness about the product. You must have seen, right? A new um, a shampoo. So sometimes you get in the newspapers, right? Shampoo sachets attached. They put and they send it, right? Nowadays they're not sending because of the COVID, fear of COVID and all. So physical, they are sending, like, some promotional mails you get by email that Myntra is having 26 January sale. They have this 1 2 plus 1 offers and all. So what they're trying to do, they're creating brand awareness, right? Yeah, they are doing marketing campaigns only. Campaigns, like, yes, absolutely, a campaign is related to the marketing effort. Absolutely. So it's a part of the it's a part of the marketing modules. It's related to the sales function as well. So a sales and Salesforce differentiate between the sales and the marketing, marketing separately. So what exactly I mean by that is, it is about creating the brand awareness. That is what it is. You want to create brand awareness about your product. By any channel, it could be through email, it could be through WhatsApp, any channel, it could be through physical marketing, door to door marketing, right? So this is how it works. And then after you create the brand awareness, you actually acquire those leads, correct? Try to acquire those leads. So you have gathered leads from different channels and sources, right? Even like this is, again, we are creating brand awareness about Salesforce, right? Because we want, the purpose of this is, there is an agenda that we want to with this Trailblazer program that we have, we want to create new trailblazers. We want to give a career development program to the aspirants here, who I have attended. So we are creating a brand awareness about Salesforce, right? On this platform, on this channel. So that is the first step in a CRM process. Okay. Second is to acquire the leads. We have already acquired the leads. We have done the awareness on various channels, even in our internal company portal as well. We have posted it on various groups on the Salesforce Trailhead site. Yes, this we are trying to acquire the leads. All of you are our leads, because definitely there is no profit motive here. It is just community service that we are trying to do for all of you, right? And then after we have, and consider an example of uh, an education domain. For example, they are launching a new course, right? What will they gonna do? They will gonna be telling you about this course. They will acquire the leads, and after that they will ensure that those leads get converted to customers, because they want the customers to pay for it, right? This course is but completely free. I am not relating to this one. So we are going for the target audience now, because the leads will gonna be converted to customers. It is also possible that out of the 100 leads that we have captured, we might get into 20 customers only, right? Because of the fierce competition in the market, right? They will A customer is see. Yes, so these things are important. Yes,
Leads
Akhil.
means, sir, sorry for interrupting.
Prospects.
Leads
Leads
means
is, yes,
the one who are eligible for that particular course or like that, sir.
eligible plus the it's a prospect. Eligible, not we will not gonna be checking the eligibility here. They will be the they are the source. I mean, they will be the prospect for us. Like they showed interest, and we are
Okay.
trying to reach out to them, right?
And then
they
the
they,
leads may
they
convert into the
to a,
customers.
Absolutely, they may or may not, because
Okay.
everybody's trying to hunt the 100% customers available in the market, right? So we, based on our brand value, based on the awareness, based on because see, if you see, for example, consider when you have different detergent powders in the market, right? You have Tide, you have Ariel, you have so many Surf. So will you will go on for the, based on wherever you have heard something about it, the one that removes tougher stains, we want something like that, right? So you will gonna go for it based on what you have heard through mouth publicity, through advertisements, through hoardings, right? So you might be a lead in their database, but you might not be a customer in every database. Is that correct? Right?
Yes.
So you might
Yes.
be a lead in Tide,
Yes,
and you might be a lead in Ariel also, but you might be customer only for Tide. Correct? So this is what it is. So leads, and then you would convert the leads into customer. That's the third step, and then it comes providing a superior customer service to your customer. That is through support process, right? You are ensuring that. So that is the CRM, and once the customer, you have already purchased something, you want to retain them. You want to ensure that they do not go to any other customer. You want to retain them. You will gonna drive the upsell, right? You must have seen that, right? I mean, when you purchase something on this Dell.com or Myntra.com, you are getting promotional emails, right? They want to upsell. They want to, you already purchased a set of kurta pajama, and then they're telling, okay, you can go for a jacket also. uh, like that you hear, right? And this is how it works. They want to retain the customer. They want to give additional points, additional discounts. This is nothing but customer loyalty program. Okay. So as we discussed, there are three levels. Sales. Yeah, so we will be covering the queries post this call, post this session, guys. So stay tuned, we're gonna be answering the queries. And so we wanted to talk about the different stage. I mean, this particular thing, there are different types of CRMs as well, right? You wanted to cover. So if you want to talk about those, can anybody tell me what are the different types of CRMs in the market? Anybody
SAP,
heard of it?
SAP, Siebel, Microsoft, Adobe, and these are
These
all
are
the
products.
features.
These are products from different companies. Anybody?
Jogo CRM, Tableau CRM.
Again,
Sugar
products.
CRM.
again products, guys. All are focusing on, but actually these could be strategic CRM, operational CRM, analytical CRM, and collaborative CRM. 4 types. Okay, there are 4 types of CRM. PeopleSoft is another product of CRM, guys. So strategic CRM, we have got operational CRM, analytical CRM, and collaborative CRM. Okay, let's talk about this now. As I said, everything is related to the course principles of management. You must have studied in all your, in your bachelor's and your master's principles of management subject. You must have studied it in your, in your bachelor's and master's. So if you remember the 3 levels of the organization, what are those levels? You have got the lower level, the middle level, and the top level. Correct? The lower level is the operational level. Operational level means they are responsible for the operations. Anybody saying something? So operational level. Okay, Anupurni and Anand, let me know if I am exceeding the time, and you will have to just tell me, right? I mean, just give me a buzz or raise your hand. Okay, if I am not,
That is
if I'm
okay.
going.
Yours is the last session, so after that it's only the QA. So you can take it up. No
Sure,
issue.
sure, Anupurni. And we have until what time we are covering today?
Actually planned for 4 hours, so we still have time. No issue. You can take it up and then complete on your time.
Sure, thanks, Anupurni. Okay, so we have the strategic CRM. Shivani, anything you're saying, Shivani? Okay, not able to hear you, Shivani.
Shivani, go on mute if you don't have any queries.
Just
Any
type,
queries you can put in the
please
chat.
type. Yep. I'll go through your. Yes, that is correct. So Shivani said it right. ServiceNow is another product. ServiceNow is another product. We will talk about products also, guys. I'll tell you about the products when I tell you about the different types of CRM. We're coming to that. You guys are one step ahead, and which is a very, very good sign here. You already know the basics. Only you will have to be just, brushed up on the skills, and you are all set. Okay. The fire is already there here on a Saturday morning. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have strategic CRM, operational CRM, analytical CRM, and collaborative CRM. So when I mean by strategic CRM, what does that mean? Strategic, okay, top level. What is the 2%, the 2% top level, of the management ladder? What is the thing that your VP, your AVP, the director, they want to hear from you? What is the thing that they want to hear from you? Planning to an extent, Jigna. Planning is at all the levels, Jigna, but analytical, absolutely, Bhupati, analytical. Yes. What is the thing that we are trying to, I mean, see, they have already retained the customers. How, I mean, they are also concerned about the customers' success as well at the levels. Yes, they want to retain the customers. The issues with the customers. Yes, as I said, major companies, they have got issues, level of information, metrics, KPIs, key performance indicators. So at the top level, they are concerned about retaining the customer. They customers success, customer quality on the customer service, customer feedback. What did the customer say? They want to improve. Why? Because they want to retain the customer, right? So a strategic CRM will gonna be focusing on these areas, right? um, Operational in CRM will gonna talk about managing the tickets, managing the cases. How will you gonna manage, right? How many cases created, which category, like for example, some which channels we came with, some tickets came through WhatsApp, some tickets came through email. Operational level, routine level tasks, daily we are doing it, right? Daily, right? And then analytical CRM will talk about, and even I forgot to tell you, strategic CRM will gonna also talk about the insights on the data. They want to have insights on the data, instant discovery. This is all Tableau. We have multiple data sources. We want to get information in a very concise and precise way, shared with the strategic team, right? So consider, like, an example of Domino's, right? How do you know Domino's keeps, I mean, they you see a Domino's a store in your neighborhood, right? Always. Have you seen have I have seen only in the metro cities, but not in smaller cities. In a locality, in a community of 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers, I would say, there cannot be two Domino's stores. Why? Why do they do that? Any ideas?
To stop
No, no,
the
please. So that's a
clashes.
strategy.
Yes, to stop the clashes, so that
Clashes.
the profit margin is not distributed, right? We they don't
Distribute.
want to,
Yeah.
they want, yeah, they want to retain, they want to talk about, they want to read, I mean, the customer, I mean, they want to have higher profit margins, otherwise it will gonna be distributed between the two if it
Yeah,
is
they
within the,
don't want to
right?
segregate.
Why businesses fail? If you have 3 to 4 supermarkets in one area, only one will be doing very well, other three will not be doing well. You feel that, right? There are 4 to 5 supermarkets
Yeah.
in a locality. What is the reason? This is the reason, right? So it has to be, the market study has to be done thoroughly. That is the strategic CRM will do. The strategic CRM will have such capabilities, right? So it could be for a profit organization as well as for non-profit organization. Here in Prelude's Demand Blue, I manage the non-profit service pack. NPSP is another Salesforce version, and it also has got the the CRM flavor of it, like the CRM function of it, but it caters to the non-profit industry, non-profit. So Salesforce serves to both profit as well as non-profit modules, both. Okay, so you must have not heard of NPSP. I know, guys. So this is NPSP, not non-profit service pack. Okay, that is how it works. So it serves both. So strategic CRM, I already shared insights about the data, because we have already captured the data, and then the 2% of the level, the management level, the strategic level, the top level, they want to understand how how could we retain our customers, what we could do best to retain our customers, the strategies, even any hiring in a company, a strategic role is actually driven by this 2% of the strategic CRM. They decide whom to hire, because any hiring is having some goal associated with it. There are gray areas, there are pain points which want to get addressed, right? So you got it. So any hiring decision made in an organization is also related to a strategy. Okay, a strategic goal. Each of these levels in the organization, they have goals, and these goals can only be achieved through these tools. CRM is a tool. Got it? So um, again, 360-degree view of the customer, you get it. And then you have operational CRM, that it does all of your routine work, routine tasks, managing the cases, managing the tickets. We have got like a product called Service Cloud in Salesforce. um, Sales Cloud manages the sales aspect of the sales cycle, the complete sales cycle. We have right from a lead to an account, and then to an opportunity, and then all aspects related to those business are captured in the Sales Cloud. And then you have analytical CRM, reports, all the reports, analytics, Tableau, CRM integration. There are many tools, right? We have so analytics as in reports, because without reports, as we said, something something we cannot manage if we cannot measure it. Very, very important. Our success also, guys, we need to measure every day, right? So we need to ensure that we are in the right track of life, right? And then we have collaborative CRM, very important. Have you heard of something called as Chatter in Salesforce? Chatter,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes. So what is Chatter?
That is related.
Everybody knows
Can
Facebook
interact
here,
with our
right?
teams.
Interacting internally with our teams. It is like a mini Facebook, we call it,
It
of
is the
Salesforce.
action in process builder.
Right.
It process builder also, but Chatter is like, yeah, it's an action in process builder, but Chatter is like it's a social collaboration, right? Collaboration, the word collaboration. We have multiple tools in our organization, right? We connect with Zoho Click. We have this Chatter where you can actually share data, presentations, you can collaborate, you can actually contribute towards working towards one common area, right? So that is the collaborative CRM. Okay. So any questions so far before I, talk about anything else?
In Salesforce, if organization can be
Dharmendra, one at a time, guys. Dharmendra, please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
I think we cannot hear you, Dharmendra.
Guys, you can post your queries in the chat
In
because
the chat,
the larger
Dharmendra.
200 audience, it will be difficult to everybody to
Yep,
see.
yep. Correct.
Put
And
your
then,
queries in the chat. We will address the queries. Yeah.
yes, please.
There's
Yes,
other
yes.
query which, the few older queries I have.
It's in the chat.
Go through one by one. Please go on mute, guys. I'll put in a chat. I'll go through the queries. Yeah, there's a query from Raj. In Trailhead, where can I find queries posted by others while they are stuck completing the Trailhead batch? Okay, I'll share my screen and then we'll show it to you.
I have posted a trailhead
Okay,
for.
if you could, someone is speaking. Please go on mute.
Only just a moment. I'm just posting. I'm just wrapping it up. So I'm just posting a trailhead on CRM module as well, guys, in the group in the link. Okay. So which is around as as we shared in the call, it is about this about 40 minutes, 200 points. Let me just give you a brief on that quickly, and then I'll switch to Annapurni. If you have any questions, you can post it here, please. This is the one we have, okay, which talks about the CRM basics. So this trailhead can be completed as a part of this career program. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. I already completed that.
Very good. And then there will be advanced module also coming in, some recommendations also being given here when you complete something. So kindly follow the path and get in touch with our trainers and speakers here for further support. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Over to Anpurni, over to AP, please.
Yeah. Okay, to answer that, someone has answered how to post your queries or see others' queries. So when you log into Trailhead, there is an option called Help here. When you click on that, it will come to Trailhead Help here and come down. Just you put a query called Community Help. When you click on that, it will come down here. Here you can see what queries others have posted, and you can also post your queries here. Any technical, wherever you are getting, when there's a snack for you, you guys can put your queries here. So there are team, like as how we are now here in this community, there are people there who will be answering you. They can help you. So this is a very good platform where you can put your queries in. Hope Raj, your query is answered. Okay, okay, there's another query. Okay, from Louis. I've already done 2 batches. That is why it is shown there. Yes, Louis, that is right. Which you have done for today's date. That is from the 5th day. I mean, as per your time zone, from today's date till the 100 days. Okay, other queries from Vikram, Narendra, and Bhima Shankar. I guess all you guys have given the same query, which was already addressed. That is, you guys have registered, but you're not able to see your batches here. If you have listened earlier, Melo has clearly explained that only the batches which you are taking in from today, that is from the 5th of your respective time zone, for February till 100 days, only that will be counted in. So all your previous batches, yes, those are all for your learnings. You can have it for your further, it is helpful for you. Whatever you have learned was helpful for you. But as part of this training session, only the trainings and only the batches and modules, whatever you're covering from today's date will be considered. Okay. And Prashant has asked, where can we have the access for the recording of this session? Hope this was also answered multiple times that They keep sharing in the chat box. I'm able to see that they keep sharing the links of where the session will be recorded and where it will be shown. And yeah, guys, you guys have to improve your listening skills, because every time people have been saying this, and again I've been receiving these kind of queries. So that is where someone has also asked, what is the base for going for the employee collect and how will we get our job in? All these are the skills which you guys have to improve. Improve your listening skills. When this session is meant for your learning, you guys are not listening and then posting that as a separate query, then how does it make sense that you learned it? So improve your listening skills, go through whatever is given, so then it will help you for your better career. Okay, and Gopi Jyoti has asked how to create account in Web Assessor. Had you posted the same query in Google, you wouldn't have asked it again here. It is just as how you create a login in Facebook or how you create a login in Instagram. It's the same way. You just Google out, it will always answer you. Okay. And from Dayanand Sridhar, any prerequisite needed for before starting the Apex session, as I don't have any coding background. Okay. Uh, Not necessarily. If you have had a coding background, Apex would be easier for you. I mean, would be much better, easier for you. If not, it is not so difficult. You can directly go into it. In the in the trial mix itself, there are a list of trial heads which is mentioned, where you can just, or you can just Google out Apex trial head. You can mention. It will automatically bring you in. It itself will give you what are all the basics which you have to learn about it. So just go through the trial head. Everything is self-explanatory, so that will be helpful for you. Okay, and from Dharmendra Ala, there's a query under free sign up to Salesforce. If we put organization data, how secure will it be? And can the organization make use of free services in a long run? Actually, I'm not very clear on your query. Probably if Puneet or
I can
yeah,
answer this.
yeah.
Yeah. So, as we just discussed, the data remains 100% secure. Trust.salesforce.com is the place where Salesforce publishes its downtime. There is never a downtime, guys, right? So trust.salesforce.com is the website for Salesforce. It's 100% secure. The data servers are 100% secure. So no thinking about security here. Okay? It's okay. There even with real-time
While
applications.
I'm learning, I'm trying to input our organizational data. So
Mhm.
that's what I post this query. Thank you for
Yes. So even with the transactional systems like banks, airline, railways, reservations, I mean, these are real-time data where, like, we need to be very volatile. Even so, these organizations, these domains also host their applications on Salesforce, right? So even I'll tell you about the White House, Washington D.C. They have a Salesforce application, right?
Yeah.
So military services. So I mean, it's 100% secure. I can give you. In our next presentation, we can bring you facts about security. I mean, the metrics, where they host, how many such players are there in the market which are hosting across the globe. We can get you those statistics, and I can whatever I'm saying, 100% secure. Okay, no issue with security here. Okay, and we have security controls available in Salesforce, which where we can actually uh, restrict data at different organization levels, because you want that data should not be visible at all the levels because it's not relevant to them. That is also possible, right? Through security controls we have certain security controls that we can manage data sharing within the Salesforce. That is also allowed. Okay, data process, whatever you speak, and on terms of servers, it's 100% secure. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Prashant, what if some batches in Trailmix are already completed? If it's completed, okay, you don't have to do it again. Or if you want, you can still do it again. It is for your learning. I mean, I don't see any more queries. There's one last. Shubham Jain has asked, in India we have a position as a dev community manager in Salesforce. Anybody to answer this query?
It's with Salesforce or it's with some other organization? May I know, Shubham? What are
Yes,
you talking
specifically
about?
asked about Salesforce. Do we
See,
have any position? Yeah.
if you see a sale in getting a job into Salesforce is like, if you're working towards a product Like we have various products in Salesforce, right? You can be experts into those products and get into those jobs. And somebody asked about digital platform as well while I was in the call. So I mean, there are strategic roles. I mean, there are roles at different levels in Salesforce also. You can be an expert into one product and get into it, and you can be, multiple products you have worked on it. So it actually varies with levels, varies with experience. Um, you know, um, Usually more than up to 5 years, you actually get into various products, right? If you have at least worked on 5 years, 5 to 6 years, right? You have seen multiple products, multiple applications, multiple domains. This is what they look for it, right? Does
Okay.
that answer the question,
Yeah, hope
guys?
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next is how to register for the second link, how to push batches. For the second link, anyway, the link has been sharing by our team constantly. At least every 10 minutes, I've been seeing it in the chat, Jigna. You'll have to listen to that. So, and then
No,
for push batches, again, anyway, Malo has given that. I'll ask him to do it again once more at the end of the session. It will be helpful.
yeah,
Okay. And
that's what I was
Gopi, you have a
asking.
query? Yeah. How much is the QA role in SF? Yes, QA is mandatory in any sales, not only Salesforce. It is for any application, any CRM or ERP or any application. Of course, the QA is needed because always we cannot assume the developer will do 100% or 200% the complete what we are doing the development. Always a QA is needed for any development. So get yourself trained in SF. So when you know about the application, obviously you can be the QA. In addition to the QA admin also you can be, because if you know the basics of the QA, basics of what is there in the Salesforce as an admin part, that also you can improvise your skill.
Further
Yes,
to add to Anpurni's, getting an admin certified is like feather in your cap. If you're admin certified QA, admin certified Salesforce, and a QA, you are the best QA, right? Because you would know how to test better, and you will have Salesforce knowledge also, right? So if a QA is admin certified in Salesforce, definitely there are numerous opportunities in the market.